Requires valid licensed driver over 21. One entry per person per household. Must complete test drive. Fuel for a year winner will receive preset amount of $1,200 in the form of a service station debit card. See dealer for complete details.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA. Ocala.
All right, 5 minutes after 10 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. I was looking at plans this morning, Robin, for that 14 acres that Disney's going to expand in their park, and Universal's got about 11 acres, I think, that they're expanding. And it occurred to me, you know what they like? Do you know what those theme park people like? They like authors who can create worlds.
Yes,
because when an author can create a world, I was thinking about this. Think about the different world, without getting into each one of them, but each one of those areas in those parks is started out in the mind of an author.
Exactly.
A place, right? A place. Right. Our next guest is one of those people who could do this, make up a whole world, be like the god of an entire... when you're an author like this, Leigh Bardugo is on the phone, and it sounds like she is, in addition to being a very talented author, it says here she's a singer, she has worked in advertising, journalism, makeup, and special effects. Well, so she's got her hand in both ends of this thing, the movies and the book. 6 of Crows is the title of her book. 6 dangerous outcasts, 1 impossible heist. And we've only got, 10 minutes to talk to her? Oh, my goodness, 9 minutes. Leigh Bardugo. Good morning, Leigh.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. I like when you described me as a god. That was excellent.
You are a god. Yes. Wow. God-S.
Yeah.
Well, where are you? Where are you calling from?
I'm in Los Angeles. We just had an event last night, and we also found out we hit #1 on the New York Times bestseller list.
That is so right now you're #1. Wow.
Yeah.
That is so
I'll
cool.
take it as long as it lasts. Thank you.
That is so cool. Who was I watching? Oh, Lady Gaga. She wanted to be an actress, but it turned out she was a better singer. Or something, or she had more luck being a singer, or something like that. Do you still sing? Are you still singing? I mean, I don't have any other.
No, I mean, I was in a band, and I'm still technically in a band, but we don't play out very much. We're all well past the age of hitting the road and just playing tiny gigs. Our bassist had a baby, our lead guitarist had a baby. I have my dream job, so we don't play out very much anymore. But that was always more for fun. That wasn't the dream.
So where did this world in this book come from inside of you? I mean, was it always there, or did it grow gradually?
Well, I wrote the Grisha trilogy a couple of years back, and that was really inspired. The world was inspired by Tsarist Russia, and the whole time I was writing it, I had this idea in the back of my head for a different country, different cast of characters, and some different rules for magic that I wanted to use. So it's been percolating for a while. But the heist story really came from, I don't know, did you ever see a movie called Monuments Men?
Oh, no, but I've been wanting to see that one that just came out a few months ago. Yeah, it sounds really intriguing.
I did not actually see it, but I saw the billboard for it, and it was with George Clooney and Matt Damon, and I thought, wow, I really want to watch Ocean's 11 again. And then I thought, you know what, I'm going to write a magical heist story.
And magic really, really intrigues people. I mean, so many times you think of magic as being evil, but you incorporate different events and different personalities of characters to make it fun.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, magic in my world really has pretty strict rules. I always am interested in magic seeming real, and that means it has to have limits on it. And so the magic in my world is just really one more thing that operates the same way that, political power does, or even something like the weather. It's just one more thing my characters are contending with.
We were watching a guy do a card trick the other day, and he could take a card out of his deck and let it fly 10 feet away from him and come right back to him. And Robin said, that's an amazing trick. And I wasn't sure if it was a trick or a skill. I mean, meaning, are we watching something that's real, or is that like got a string on it or something?
Yeah, because we were in person. We're only 4 feet away from him.
But when you're talking about magic, you're talking about the fantasy magic where it's real, like you can wave a wand or something, right?
Well, there are no wands in my books. One of the things, I was a big Harry Potter fan, and one of the things I always wondered was, what happens when you wave a wand or mutter a magic spell? And I thought, well, maybe you're just manipulating matter at its most fundamental levels. So the magic in my books is basically a magical version of molecular chemistry. There are pretty strict rules that bind it. But it's funny that you mentioned the other kind of magic, because one of the characters in my crew, my crew of 6 thugs and thieves who pull off this heist, is somebody who was obsessed with sleight of hand when he was a kid. So there's a little bit of both kinds of magic in there.
It is so well thought out. I mean, there's so much in the book. Even the food is in the book.
I do love to write about food. I absolutely do. That requires very intense research, so you know. Yeah.
You take writing for young adults to a new level. You don't ever talk down to them. You realize they're sophisticated, and that's the way you portray your characters.
Oh, well, thank you. I think that young readers are particularly sensitive to being condescended to and also to being preached to. So I just try to tell a good story. And I think that young adult books really resonate with adult readers because we don't condescend in them.
Well, we only have a few minutes to talk to you left, so let me make sure first of all, let me tell the listeners I have a copy of the book. It's Six of Crows. Huge. You don't call it a paperback. What do you call it? Soft cover, right? 400.
I think you.
I'm just going to tell you how many pages. 465 pages. That's a big book. So call me if you want the copy that was sent to us. Call me and I'll leave it here for you. Do you have a website set up for yourself, Leigh?
Absolutely. You can find me at leighbardugo.com. It's LeighBardugo.com. And I'm everywhere as L. Bardugo on Instagram, Twitter, you name it.
You just don't break your book up into chapters. You break it up into events, and there are different scenes within each of the events that you do. Do you have one character in your mind that you really find outstanding?
Well, I can tell you that I really liked writing Taz. He's the leader of this crew. He was the hardest to write because he's the smartest, and he's definitely a lot smarter than I am. But he's, it's funny, we always pitch this book as Ocean's 11 meets Game of Thrones, but the truth is Taz is nothing like Danny Ocean. He's not slick, he's not suave, he's just the toughest, smartest, most ruthless kid in the room. So I enjoyed writing him a lot.
I'm at your website right now. You're actually giving advice to people who want to be writers. We have a lot of people who listen to the show because of the fact that we interview a lot of authors that would probably benefit from some of your thoughts on this. So who are your role models?
I didn't have specific writing role models. I can tell you that some of my favorites growing up were Diana Wynne Jones, Frank Herbert. Dune was a really pivotal book for me. I read a ton of Stephen King. And as I got older, E.N.E. Proulx, Louise Erdrich, Glenn David Gould. Basically anybody I've read. Neil Gaiman, Holly Black. The list goes on.
Wow, you're pretty lady, but I always say that to a lot of people. So, but I want you to know you've got such a great pose. I love the look on you in this photograph.
As well.
You also tackled the topic of caring for each other. In one scene, one of your characters saved the other one, and then the character says, "Why did you save me?" And it's just such a wonderful message that you give out to people.
Oh, well, thank you. I love Ragtag Band of Misfits stories, but I really think that I just love found family stories. I think we're all looking for our tribes and looking for people who are going to value us and who are going to have our backs when push comes to shove. So those are the stories I really like to tell.
Thank you for being on there, getting up early out in Los Angeles to be on with us today, Leigh. Leigh Bardugo's website is hername.com. Leigh, by the way, is how Leigh spells her first name. Bardugo is the last name. Am I saying your name correctly? I hope.
You are.
Okay.
Yes.
Leigh, thank you for being on there with us today. That was fun.
Thank you so much. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. We will be right back.
weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For today, intervals of clouds and sunshine with a shower or thunderstorm around, mainly during the afternoon hours over the inland areas, the high 84 to 88. Partly cloudy tonight. There may be a shower in spots, low 70 to 74. Tomorrow, intervals of clouds and sun with an afternoon shower or thunderstorm popping up, the high 83 to 87. And for Saturday, more clouds and sun with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm, high 82 to 86. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm Joe Lundberg.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
If you're anything like I was, the thought of getting older was the last thing on your mind. But here we are. For me, it started slowly. The lack of energy, never being in the mood, and when I was, I could never perform at my best. I tried the pills and other treatments with minimal results, and all but given up on my sex life. Then, I found the doctors at New Male Medical Center. Wow, they made a new male out of me. Feel like I'm 25 again. I have renewed vigor, so much more energy, and no longer worry about my performance. New Male treated me like my situation was one of a kind, with a custom treatment plan that really works. I feel great. They can create one for you too. It does not matter if you suffer from low testosterone, erectile dysfunction, or just want to last longer. New Male will help you.
Call New Male Medical Center today at 352-404-4779. 352-404-4779. That's 352-404-4779. It will change your life. 352-404-4779.
Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion brings together business and community partners, economic development leaders, and educational providers to connect employers with qualified, skilled talent and job seekers with employment and career development opportunities. Tune in the first and third Wednesday of each month at 9:30 a.m. to Career Source, Citrus, Levy, Marion, and learn how they can help you.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, and a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
It's week 7 of the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week, brought to you by the McDonald Allstate Agency. And this week, the Lake Worth Trojans are visiting the North Marion Colts. The Colts at 6-0 taking on the Trojans, who are 4-2. This is sure to be a great football game for the Marion County Friday Night High School Game of the Week, right here on 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source. Kickoff at 7:30 from Stan Tool Stadium. Don't miss it.
Attention homeowners, if your sinkhole case was denied during the past 5 years or repaired, but there was little or no money left to finish fixing your property, you may qualify to receive up to $15,000 through a sinkhole repair management program in your area. This government program is offered to owners who feel that their sinkhole claim was unfairly denied or repaired, but there was little or no money left to finish fixing their property right. For a free inspection and consultation, call Sinkhole Savvy today at 813-403-7809. 813-403-7809. That's 813-403-7809. Sinkhole Savvy.
Hey, Robin, my friend's mother is getting out of the hospital and needs rehab before she goes home. Do you know of a rehab you'd recommend?
Sure. Our friend Jan Marino works at Palm Garden, and she's always talking about the work they do there.
Great idea. I'm going to call Jan right now. What's the number?
854-6262.
I'll call 854-6262, or I might just stop by Palm Garden.